Hello, this is Michelle Barr. Welcome to the Purpose Portal podcast, the truth about living your purpose. I'm a purpose pathfinder and a purpose pioneer. For over a decade now, I have been living my purpose full on. I live in my purpose, I work in my purpose, and I only do what I am made to do. It wasn't always that way. And while we are journeying together, I am going to share my story with you and show you how you can live your purpose full on your way. I believe we are designed to live our purpose, destined to live our purpose, and driven to live our purpose. As soon as I got the hang of it and started reaping the rewards, I set out to help others plug into their purpose and profit with their purpose. I'm here now through the Purpose Portal to help you do the same. I promise you, the results are out of this world. Today, I'm going to be talking with you about discovering the truth about finding and living your purpose. I want you to know that to connect with me at any time, you can find my website at www.michellebarr.com. You can also reach out to me on Facebook, where I show up every day to motivate, inspire, educate, inform, teach, and train, and to connect with you and with community of like minds and like spirit. Go to facebook.com/Michelle B. Barr. I invite you to be open as you're listening to me to all the different ways that I'm going to bring information and energy through for you. Just really be open to what you're going to hear. I'm going to be bringing in some big picture stuff and then some good starting points. I'm going to be bringing in pieces to create shifts in your awareness, in your perception, or to give you something to think about and something to focus on that can help you come from a different place from this moment forward. We're going to be working with this information on many levels because that's the way it's going on in your life and in your world and inside of you. What's showing up outside of you on many levels. It's all going on all at once. And I invite you to go back and listen to this again later and see what you maybe didn't touch the first time or hear the first time. Save this. I encourage everyone I talk to create a personal success library for yourself and to save all these MP3s, all the free reports you get, PDFs, online workshops, and files that you get so you can go back and use them when you want them and when you need them. It's often very serendipitous and synchronistic for me because I always have my iPhone loaded with different audio recordings from my mentors, coaches, and teachers. Then I'll say, what do I want to listen to today? What I'm really saying is, what do I most need to hear today? I do this a lot while I'm driving in the car, and I always hear things that I need in that moment. This is a big part of my intention for you. I'm going to share with you from this lifelong journey that I've been on. From a very young age, I always really was driven by finding my purpose and meaning. Then there were a lot of years when I shut a lot of that down. That's what we do. We come in with a sense of who we are and why we are here. And then we get overlaid with all kinds of imprinting and patterning and programming. And in order to survive, we adapt. So this is more of a journey of becoming who you already are and clearing, healing, and resolving the rest. My journey in the past 10 years has been one of working to bring all of me into a business, doing the work that I love, and creating a life that I want to live, serving the people that I'm here to serve. I really want to thank you in this moment because you showing up for yourself allows me to be fully in my purpose and serve you. My intention is it's really going to support you in your journey and your purpose. I have such a passion for reconnecting people with why they came here and their divine right to live this life, a fully expressed life, a fulfilling life. I found that a lot of people have lost touch with the fact and don't hold a strong belief, or have lost the ability to hold a strong belief that you have a right to follow your heart. Knowing that is where your power is. That's some of what I want to really bring you back to. Everything I've been doing over the past few years has been stepping more fully into my purpose and getting clearer and clearer. And as I got clearer and clearer, things unfolded to support me. The opportunities showed up, and the people I'm really meant to serve at my highest level showed up. I started noticing that the more I really reached out and engaged with people on social media, on Facebook, people started responding. People were emailing me, instant messaging me, and posting on my wall. When I would go to live events, to networking or speaking to people, and when I'd get on the phone with potential clients for a consultation, what I found was people are bringing up the word purpose over and over and over again. When I do intuitive work, one of the biggest questions I get is, what is my purpose? And that's a really big question. They're paying attention and asking about purpose because that's an energy that I'm carrying. People start seeing that reflection from me, and they're coming to me for that. It's part of my purpose, helping you with your purpose. This is all this piece that I talk to you and that I teach people about, engaging with the universe and then reading the feedback. There's so much information there for us when we know how to do that. And in our time together, I'm going to start teaching you how to do that. Whenever a word keeps showing up and showing up, even if I know what it means, I always Google the definition so that I can get a really clear idea of what it's all about at the core. I will always go to the meanings of that word so that I can deliver the best message to my clients. I love what the word purpose means. It is the reason for which something exists, gets done, made for, or used for. It's why something is existing the way it is right now. Just take a moment and breathe that in, soak that in. That was so powerful because that's it. That's really what I was finding with people. More and more, I realized there are things I can do, and then there's what I am made to do. And I wanted to do that and nothing else. I set a powerful intention for that, and I set out on the journey. I haven't been employed now since 2006. When you're living your life in that purpose, that's when all the dots connect and everything comes together. Think about the reason why you exist, the reason why you showed up here in the physical right now, the reason why you were made, and the reason why you exist the way you are right now. I really ask you to focus on that because that's where we're going to go. The way you are right now is exactly where you need to be to start living and serving from your purpose, finding and living your purpose. We start out with all the things that can get in the way. We have fears. This is very normal. You have to start realizing that your authentic, true self came into this world. On some levels, in whatever ways you envision that, you made contracts, you had understandings, you were formed by a creator, and in co-creative process to show up and take this journey. Then you have all these overlays put on you, and you had to learn how to survive. That's how we're made. That's this journey of life here on earth. You developed a comfort zone as part of your evolution to keep you safe. You get to where you get stuck in that comfort zone and you don't know how to tell what is just the edge of your comfort zone that's going to take you to everything you want and what is a warning that you should not be going in this direction. What is true danger? You have this feeling guidance system and it's developed perfectly, just the way your entire body and all its systems are developed perfectly. Over time, we live in this stressed world. If you think about, though, we were created and it was merely our survival. You had this fight or flight response. If there was a tiger in the bushes, that kicks in. You're either going to fight the tiger or you're going to run away. You're going to kill the tiger or run away. We have created a world now where we have constant tigers in the bushes, which makes us work up so much out of our fight or flight. And we're not really meant to. It floods our body with adrenaline. It burns out our adrenals. We get exhausted. We get foggy thinking. We get confused. We're unclear. Getting all that cleared away and getting back in touch with your feeling guidance system, your intuition, managing your own energy, recognizing what is yours and what is not yours is the path back to that. We need to follow our feeling guidance system and not live in that perpetual state of fight or flight. Things that no longer serve you, that are no longer needed, and yet are taught to you and held for you very early on and throughout time. We created them to survive. We started doubting ourselves. We were getting mixed messages, what we've been taught, other people who weigh in on our lives and our purpose and what we should and shouldn't do. There's a lot that goes into surviving and not being able to survive outside of the tribe, and a lot of adapting that goes on. Recognize, unless you've hired somebody to give you spiritual guidance and advice, personal guidance, coaching, everyone else has a personal agenda and they bring that, even if they mean well, and their intention is to help you. They have a personal agenda. We start to not know how. What is the purpose? How do I do it? I've heard that people try it. I don't think you can make money at it. It's not realistic and chasing a pipe dream. Or I've been taught to work hard. Well, I've seen a lot of other people fail. We have all these things coming in and getting overlaid on top of what's calling to us. We have all these programs, patterns, habits, and beliefs. What I want you to look at right now and consider is you came here for the journey. You came here for the adventure. It's time to tap into that. Your journey is actually the key to finding and living your purpose. Your life story, every bit of it up to this moment, is the key to your purpose and living the life that you desire and that you're here to live. Follow your heart. You have a right to follow your heart. Some people go, yes, I do. Other people, there's so much resistance. That's where we have to start hacking away at what was overlaid on you, what was imposed on you. Your life story, plus your gifts, plus your desires and your passions, plus your experiences and acquired skills, plus your preferences. Learn to use your feeling guidance system to serve you. Dare to do this work. Begin taking honest inventory. It's so exciting. During our time together, I'm going to be sharing with you lots of powerfully practical and spiritually rich tools. I used these first for myself, and now I continue to use them for myself and with my clients. There are numerous tools. There are things you will just come across in your life that will put you in touch with your gifts, your preferences, your desires and passions, your experiences and acquired skills, and your life story. Numerous tools, numerous ways to have other people support you in that. Ways that you want to build your own toolbox. Then you want to plug into supportive and empowering community of like mind. And then you want to have your go-to team. Here's the thing. You get to choose in every moment how you live it. Right now, you can step out and be living your purpose. It's a journey. It's ongoing. The message here today, above all else, is to get in your purpose and start doing it now. I'm going to tell you why in just a few minutes. I want you to understand that you start getting into your purpose. You have this life. Join me on this journey, and I'll show you how every step of the way. I'm a spiritual teacher, so I teach in real time, in real life, what I'm doing and why and how and what the results are. I believe when all of us are doing this and in our purpose, this is how it's meant to be, and this is when we will all benefit. I'm going to talk to you more about that as we spend time together. I came to a place where I truly connected to my desire, what my soul desired and required. I kept telling the universe, I want a successful business. I want a strong business. I want to do this as my living. I will never again have to go work another job and fit my purpose in between. I'm so committed to this. I had to learn some really hard lessons really fast, and now I teach those to other people. I want to share with you now to really get into where you can start. I've been giving you some big picture and some big things to think about and where we'll go together on this journey as you join me. This is what I feel when people first come to me. I've got to get you into action, not just any action, not just throwing yourself out there into action, but I've got to get you into action. I've told you I was going to talk to you about why it's so important to get in your purpose now. It's because this is the biggest thing I've learned. You've got to get started. This is your journey and your path, and you are on it always. It's organic. It's an organic process, and it evolves with you. It will not grow to become what you need it to be so you can step into it fully formed. Only when you're doing it and being it does it become what you need it to be. I help people get into action. And then your stuff is going to come up from all those overlays, all those patterning and programs and imprints. And we dig through it. It's all feedback from the universe. Then you get into action again. You're never not in it, the more you learn to live it consciously. I have a free gift for you at intuitivesuccesscoach.com, where you can go through my MOVE, my move process. You spend just 15 minutes a day with me for 21 days to move forward in any area of your life. And day one starts as soon as you sign up to do it. Go to intuitivesuccesscoach.com. If you're saying, I want to live my purpose, I want to find and live my purpose, I know that would make my life better. It's going to start with a decision. Make a decision. It can be the smallest decision. It can be a big decision. I work with ledge leapers and I work with baby steppers. Make a decision. And a decision has not been made until an action has been taken. Above all else, why do we fight this? You are here to be you and to be in joy. Joy is the highest measurable vibration. Every emotion, our emotions are energy in motion, and our feelings, and the universe responds not to our words. That's why affirmation and positive thoughts do not work on their own. We found that out after that whole movement was so big and people were discouraged and heartbroken and so disappointed and felt that they were getting scammed or they'd been lied to. Our emotions are what the universe responds to, our vibration, our frequency. Joy is the highest vibration. You can either live your life on purpose or live your life in default. When we live our life in default, we pay the price that we go back into a lot of default patterns, behaviors, and things that no longer serve us, and we just let things happen to us. Know this: you were made to express your purpose in this lifetime. Your life today is a direct result of you either living in your purpose or not living in your purpose. Somebody just got a download there. Let that sink in. Your life today is a direct result of you either living in your purpose or not living in your purpose. That's touching somebody. As I'm talking about all these things, notice what stands out to you. Notice where I'm talking and all of a sudden it sounds like something I'm saying is coming right at you full force, or that I'm shouting it, or that I'm pushing it at you, or that I'm right in front of you. Feel it in your body and pay attention to those things. I felt a lot of people receive that. Now just let that percolate. This is how it works on different levels. As I continue to talk to your conscious mind, so it'll grab onto that and go, yes, no, I don't want it to be so. Just let it go down and percolate now as we move on. Money. Oh, there's so much here. I had to hire some big time serious coaches to help me with my money. Spirituality, values, self-worth issues, no matter what you've done in the world, when you step out as yourself and ask to be valued and paid for that, there's big stuff for a lot of us. And here's the paradox. You're waiting for freedom without realizing that you create freedom by living and growing into your purpose. It is the result. You see that? How do you create that freedom? From where you are right here and right now. I start everyone right here because it's right where I started. Create a vision of the life you want to live and build your world around it. Your vision is your touchstone, because then every decision, every choice you have to make, everything, every single thing moves you either toward or away from your vision, and it helps you make decisions. Create the vision, work on your purpose, just the essence of it, then get a big why, because when you hit those tough bumps, those tough moments, having a big why is what will get you through. This is so important. I'll give you an example. In the beginning, it was enough for me that I just need meaning and I've got to live my purpose and I've got work to do. I'm so connected to Source and I know what I'm here to do. Even if I don't always know how to do it, I'm willing to do it. I've served out my purpose in a million different ways. Don't get stuck on the delivery. It's the essence. At my essence, I'm a healer and a spiritual teacher. Then I bring all those other pieces in, my life story, my gift, my preferences, my desires, my passions, all my experiences and acquired skills. Allow all of that to come together. I had to get a big enough why for those tough times when doing my work in the world and serving other people and doing good just wasn't enough. Most days it is. But I had to have a big why that included me. So what is key and core to my teachings is the highest good of all has to include you, or it's not for the highest good. What are people showing up right now asking you for? That thing you do, even if you're not doing it in a way that's organized or even coherent, you're not being paid for it. I paid attention to people saying purpose, 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 purpose. And I wasn't saying purpose. So when I did, more new clients showed up, a ton of them. Come connect with me on social media and ask me about all of this. I love talking about it. Get on a call with me to see how we can best work together, how I can best support and guide you in this. You choose your pace, you plan the journey, you're always in control. I fear I see a lot of times is if I go do this thing, it is going to get out of control, or I'm going to lose a relationship, or I'm going to lose a job, or I'm not going to be able to take care of my children, or I'm going to have to leave things or people behind. Ever thought any of these? Whatever those things are, this is your journey. You choose your pace. You plan the journey. Go back to the touchstone, your vision. You get to choose. There were times in my life I lived my purpose in what would now be modified ways. I knew I wasn't fully in my purpose. Some days it would really bum me out and I'd get disconnected. Then I'd find ways to bring joy back in, and to do that because I had other things I needed to attend to. I always had a choice, and I didn't beat myself up about it once I learned better. Just be doing it step by step. Stay in it, be living in it. Remember, this is an organic process, an evolution, and it's your life. No one is going to make you move faster. The universe is not going to come in. Woo, we finally got her in that car with her foot on the gas. Let's just let her fly off that cliff and wing it. You need to know yourself. There are risk takers, and there are people that it would cause too much stress to take a risk, that it would be counterproductive to your energy. Know this, there is always a way forward from where you stand right here, right now. Get in the game. Get in the game. Every minute that you put it off, you're living a life less than. A life less than. I did it for years. I did it for way too long. I had an undiagnosed illness for 7 years. I'll be talking to you more about it as we go along on this journey. Now I completely understand it because I understand energy medicine. I'm an energy intuitive. I get it now, but I didn't when it was happening to me. Now I understand the mind, the body, the physical connection, the spirit, all of that. Now I can read a body. And if you tell me what's going on in a part of your body, I can start feeding back to you what's possibly going on. Have you ever had this? Is this making sense? At the time, I didn't know. 7 years of my life got so diminished. Don't live another day like that. And guess what? The more I started living my purpose, it went away and it never came back. The takeaway I'm giving to you today to get us started in this journey together is to go to intuitivesuccesscoach.com and start today going through my move forward in any area of your life in just 21 days with my powerful move process. This is your first work. In closing, I want to thank you all so much. I'm so blessed, and I send blessings to you. My intention for you is to get very clear and to step in now and start living your purpose, to realize that there's nothing keeping you separate. My intention is wishing you absolute joy and you coming into that space where you're creating and where you make choices and you empower yourself, stepping into that place of divine power and divine abundance, proving to yourself, believing for yourself, we truly live in a universe of infinite abundance. Thank you so much. Connect with me. I want to hear from you. I want to see you. Go to my website, michellebarr.com. Connect with me on Facebook at Michelle B. Barr. Many blessings. Wishing you absolute joy, knowing you truly can find, step into, and live your purpose right now. Nothing less. Give yourself permission to follow your heart and join me here at the Purpose Portal. And let's take this journey together. You have a right to follow your heart. And knowing that is where your power is. I applaud you and support you. Thank you so much.